working, so it is coming in. That's good.
All right.
We are live. And so let me just ping everyone and let them know we are live.
Okay. I'll share the link too.
Awesome. I just gotta look the locker rooms now, which is always fun.
Okay, I'm just writing in our chat here.
All right, cool. While everyone's moseying on in, I'm gonna do one last thing. I'm gonna post in the Access server. I don't ping everyone usually.
Oh, yeah.
But for
It's the championship. Yeah.
Absolutely. For those who don't know and are just tuning in, we have Andy McNamara with me in the booth, so it should be a lot of fun.
Looking forward to it. Hello, everybody.
Well, we've got Odeon and Kobe from the Froby in the chat.
Hey, everybody.
It would help if I actually got the right teams in the right spot. So, Andy, I gave you a brief rundown of every team, but based on the little information that you have going into this game, who do you think's going to win?
Boy, okay, so we're starting with the Developmental Championship, right? That's
Yep.
what we're starting with. So we got Narwhals and Kings. So I was doing my homework like a good analyst, right, Brian? So I was going over and look, the arguments. I think it's going to be a great game because we have this sort of story of okay, can one team, can the Narwhals finally do it? I love that underdog. Can they do it? Can they win that first ring? I always love the underdog story. So you know what? The Kings look like they're there. If you're in Vegas and you're laying down a few bucks, you'd probably go with the Memphis Kings. But damn it, I'm going Narwhals. I want the Cinderella ending to this season for them.
I've got a question as to who's the guest. So yeah, Andy, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit?
Absolutely. Well, everybody, yeah. Who is this idiot? Yeah, who is this guy yakking around? What the hell do we care about him? Well, I'm a fantasy football national analyst for Sportsnet, which is the I assume many of the viewers and listeners are in the United States. So that's like the ESPN of Canada. So we do national shows. I've done broadcasts and play-by-play for football, lacrosse, hockey, all that in Prague and USA and Canada, all over the place. As well as for the new project that we've been working on the past year on the fantasy football side, on the crypto blockchain end, which is really unique. It's called uffsports.com, and I'm the head of football operations there. So we do the real life NFL league, our UFAFL. We just had our college fantasy football franchise auction at the NFL draft in Las Vegas. And the reason I'm hooked up with you guys is because we're using Access Football for our American Football Legends League esports league. So that's the funnel system. So players who play in our NFL league, when they retire, they get sold by auction to our AFLL owners. So to give you guys an example, we sold 16 franchises for the first season. We had an event at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and one of the teams sold for $9,500 US. We sold it 2 months ago on resale for 25,000 K. And we've implemented the legends from all eras of the NFL, 1950 all the way up, era adjusted, every player in their prime. And it's just a really crazy experiment. If you guys ever want to check it out at uffsports.com/AFLL, and we have the Twitch channel, Ultimate Fantasy Sports. So it's best versus bets from all eras, and it's chaos. It's crazy, but we're on the Access Football brand. We got to meet and have Danny Jugan, the founder, at our franchise auction event, and he's a great dude. And I'm just excited to be on and experience this type of esports league because I know you guys have been going for a long time.
2 years, yeah. So yeah, let's get it started, Wall.
Absolutely.
Yes, we've been going for 2 years. We've been funnily enough, Danny has developed a strategy in one of our Pro Bowls. He lost to us, so he's 0-1. We have bested him.
Very good.
So
that's amazing. I love it.
I'm a little soft. All right. That's
And
easy enough to fix. Mike
I'm just
Balancing.
going to share that with our UFF sports crowd here. I'm going to put the link in, see if we can get some people in the community to
Heck yeah.
jump on as well.
And for those wondering where the commentator button is, thank you for the follow, John Jake Gaming. Much appreciated. For those who are on the not wondering where the commentator thing is unfortunately we had an issue with Discord. But if you do want to join our Discord, we have a bot and a command that does all that right there. So let's change the view. For those wondering, the Narwhals are in red, the Memphis Kings are in white. And it's a fumble to start it off.
Oof.
Marco Swift will recover. Fred Ucker's not having a good start.
There we go. I got the link shared there. There we are.
Heck yeah.
All right, we're rolling. And you know what? From looking at your guys' league too, we had it the full 15-minute quarters. I'm thinking we're going to maybe chop it a little bit, maybe go down to 10 or lower.
We put it at 5. It takes about half an hour to go through a game on full auto.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
It is. We've got it down to a science. We started with, when we actually first started this league, on Axis 2019, to give you a real sense of time, is Ben Bones finds Keon Zimenez for a first down there, and it's going to be a face mask making this 1st and goal at the 3. Kings are starting strong.
They're hitting it. I'm rooting for the underdog Narwhal story.
And Frosty tackled for a loss by none other than Botterman himself. You will see that name a lot. So anytime you see a Botterman, that's one of our bots. So our development league, people come in, they'll join in our lovely development league, and then they'll be placed, and they'll place out those bots as time goes on. And they'll get called up, sent down, and the like. Frosty is rushed 3 times for -1 yard, 6-2 from the Narwhals. And this time he's got it.
Nice. Plunged in. And I understand from Danny too, the animation variety is going to be really jacked up in the next version that comes out.
Yes, and we just had a 2-point glitch.
Oh.
So if you notice, they didn't do an extra point. They just got 2 points off the bat.
Oh, man. I hope that doesn't happen. Our playoffs are coming up. I'm going to hear about it if that happens.
As we like to joke, we are the QA testers for Axis. Is Jut Sosa with a spin move. So we notice these bugs. We'll usually get a clip of it and send it over to Danny. He knows about the 2-point glitch. Though that said, I've never seen it happen. Though I think he's patched it. So the fact that it's still happening is a problem. As Bill Cherry, the running back, will get that one to the 30. So
I like the speed of the shorter games. I think we're going to adopt something with that. That seems good. We have it in ours actually where we have it on coach mode. So we have the teams make their playbooks and get set up and all that, and then actually call the play, but not physically play it.
Right. And that one just goes off the hands of number 1 there.
You know what I love about this game too is the violence of the tackles on special teams. It's just ridiculous.
Oh, like, the legal clotheslines are wild.
Just.
There are definitely some things though that we do have, like the decision making of the quarterback still needs to be refined. Like as you saw there, he threw into double coverage as David Vent 2 makes that kick. Tonight is the thing, TC. There's a pro tip. Tonight is the thing. And so it's 3-8. A Curry down by 5 after the 2-point glitch reared its head. And so Lion Nikita III is going to take this one to the 25.
Just those violent. Yeah, you're right. The clotheslines, just like, oh my gosh. Do you guys have injuries on or off for it? Do you guys have
one of the things that generally some leagues do is they generally turn injuries off. And the big reason for that is because if you sort of go in as a player and you're like, yes, this is my season, and game 1 in, you fracture your leg and you're done for the season, it kind of takes away from the magic of it.
Yep, that we adopted the same thing. I called it sort of the football heaven. So it's like these are the greats. We don't need Bo Jackson blowing out his hip again like he did in real life, right?
Absolutely. Bones back to pass and Zimenez again. One thing I forgot to tell you in the write-up, by the way. As the guest, there is a tradition of you have to figure out who the MVP is for both the Dev League Championship and the So
Okay.
you're gonna have that on your plate later on tonight.
All right. I'm paying extra close attention now. I got a vibe right now, but we'll see. Lots of game left.
Absolutely. Bones finds Frosty again.
He loves those checkdowns.
And the face mask on Schaefer.
Ooh.
It's unfortunate timing, as that'll give them a fresh set of downs. CJ, we saw the 2-point glitch. So it's second quarter. Memphis leading 8-3. Ben Bones 2 for 4 for 9 yards. When you got Troy Frosty, you don't need to do much more. Deep bomb downfield, and it's a pick! Corpse grinder.
What a great handle. Corpse grinder. Phenomenal.
Absolutely. Some of the names are absolutely wonderful. I think you'll enjoy Fred Ucker's name if you look at it.
Yeah.
Demario Rose, you know what?
It's lowbrow enough and clever enough to just perfectly mesh together, right?
Absolutely.
It's wonderful.
There are some other even lower brow ones.
Really?
Oh, that's funny. And Bruno Brusarati with a huge catch downfield. Fred Ucker with the big throw.
Those catch and runs. So some of this, you know what, in this game, some of the quick little slip foot moves I just love, because there's some ankle breaker moments in this.
Oh, there absolutely are. And the offsides will be accepted, making it a 1st and 10 at the 5, as opposed to 2nd and inches. They should have accepted that.
Do you guys find that too? Once in a while, the penalties get sort of somebody accepts or doesn't, or the controls get a little.
So way back when there was always a logic, and the logic sort of changed but didn't. I mean, this is one of the joys of us being in this for 2 years. Ucker has a good throw and chooses not to do it. So it used to be that they would always accept the yardage. Now it's always accept the yardage unless it's 4th down. So whichever got them more yards. There's the right throw to Jut Sosa. Sosa steps out of bounds, gets the touchdown. Somehow this is why I don't pay the refs. They're not
Go to the booth.
Good.
Go to New York. We need the review.
All right, I'm going to say now we have evened this thing out where each of these has caused a glitch of some sort of points. We had the 2-point glitch earlier, and this later. Yeah, this has been wild.
So with the player development, I really like this idea, how you guys are building it. So when you say somebody takes control of a player, do they build out their skill set? Like how do they take their control of them?
Everyone starts with straight 55s across the board. So a bottomman is straight 55s across the board. You then, when you first start, you have 60 points to spend, and then based on your contract and everything else, you're going to get additional points to spend. And then you can use it to improve your speed, your catching, all of that sort of stuff.
That's very interesting. I like that.
Pro tip who posted earlier is actually the one who came up with that idea of like having it just be directly related to the contract. So
that's pretty cool. Good job there, Pro tip. I like that. So are you guys pumped for the new, from what Danny's saying, we're going to have some quarterback designed run plays, which I think is very important.
I mean, Frosty with a huge run. My answer with that is always, we got to test. We got to see how it looks, what there is. I don't like, I mean, I'm excited as always for every new iteration. It's always grown. It's grown in leaps and bounds every time. But I don't like to put the cart before the horse and say it's going to be great until I see it actually happen.
Right. How does it look? Yep. No, you're right. How many options are there? Yeah.
And Cornwall Pickman.
Ooh.
Okay, pro tip, in defense. You didn't invent the Sim League, although you're one of the first people I knew when I first started Sim Leagues many years ago.
I see what somebody up there says. It's also, who is it? Flame Werfer, very low brow. The names, yes. The Fred Ucker is phenomenal.
There are some even. You'll see another lowbrow name. The linebacker for the Lions. One of them is a very lowbrow name.
I'm looking forward to it.
Bones back to pass. Quick one out to Jones Jr. He's stopped just short. The progress is absolutely great. And I think this is one of the things like we always struggle with internally is a conversation about access. There are definitely still some blemishes. Cornwall Pickman gets the first. I mean, heck, the instant sack issue, Danny saw live in real time when we had him in the booth for a Pro Bowl. As Troy Frosty will get that one.
There you go.
No need for the timeout, they say. And timeout logic still needs a little bit of work.
Right.
And Memphis makes this a 5-point game. Going into the half, they will be getting the ball to start. So, it's a good place to be.
I like the pace. It's a very quick pace. See, with ours, when we have the coaches doing it, we're calling the audibles. That's what takes a lot of the time as well, right? Because you're in and that doesn't just pop.
I know that. I actually was in Axis's esports league way back when they had it, so it wasn't coach mode. That was like 3 hours of gameplay.
Oh yeah, some of them grind.
They grind.
But maybe then again, it's like, hey, you cut the quarters down a bit and you kind of test it out, like you said.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's just iterating and testing and understanding sort of what it is. So this is actually our first year with the speed caps. It used to be you could go 99 speed. We then said DL can go 95 speed. OL basically has this entire thing that I'm not going to get into. And so one of the other challenges, though, that we had is basically with the 99 speed is it broke everything. Like, literally, we're glad we did it, but it was very broken. As there is a pick, Lionel Muskogee. I believe that's a new signing off the Dev League waiver right before we hit playoffs. So, huge pickup there.
Nice pickup and making an impact.
Absolutely. And Ocker finds a Soto. I told you he was one of those to watch.
You did. Paid off. There you go.
And a Soto gives a Curry the lead.
Boy, can dreams come true, Brian? Can dreams come true for the Narwhals?
I don't know.
Can they do it? The scoring, the striking, how quick it can happen too in this game is just phenomenal. Like no lead is safe.
Absolutely.
It can just oof.
That's why we've been joking, because sometimes the major league games can get lopsided. The Dev League games never do.
Right. You know what we need to do too? We're gonna have to take probably a couple points off the kicker power, because we're almost always they just blast it out of the end zone.
Yeah, and so we actually have it capped at 85 kick power, so that this way they're always. So it used to be, and actually with coach mode, I would actually say keep it at 99, and I'll explain why. So there's actually a strategy that you can make. You can basically say, I want my kick power to be this. And if it's at 85, you basically say it's going to be a touchback. You're going to have to return it from a longer field. On the other hand, you can also make a 60-yard field goal easily with 99 kick power, so it's a trade-off.
Oh, okay.
Now, with ours, because they changed the logic, so here we go. This is real history. The reason why the kicking logic has changed dramatically is because of us. I say that entirely with truth. Because we actually had Dave, one of their developers way back when, and we said, look, we have a 99 kick power guy. Why are we touching it from the 40 and not beyond there? And so he actually said, you're right. So we revised the entire kicking logic. Flag on the play. It's a hold on Hecking Boy Chonker.
Phenomenal.
Oh, some of these names are absolutely great. Heckin' Boy Chonker, actually, it's a fun name. It's Dust, the GM he's our Dev League commissioner and also the GM for the Kings. But that's the name that he calls his cat.
For the cat. You know what? Chonker isn't going to win the MVP, but he should, based on name alone. That is spectacular.
Oh, I mean, if we're going by name alone, there's one on the Dragons, Wilfred the Langwald, son of Egric the Collier, with a great name. Dust has redeemed a custom face gen. Narwhal's looking in the back of their end zone. Might be a sack and avoids the safety. That would be also the wildest way to get to 17 points.
Yeah, right. A botched 2-point conversion and then a safety.
A 2-point conversion to start the game and then a safety. Yep. As we all predicted.
Do you guys find, and I think it might be because with our guy, we have Lawrence Taylor at 99 and the legends there, but that the edge rushers aren't as impactful on defense as the interior D-line. Like, people are just collapsing the pocket and putting their best players in the middle and just like, I think it's to your point that you made earlier, that instant sack almost.
Yeah, so it depends where you place them, and it depends on their speed. We learned something really, really quickly, which is you can basically have a 65 overall player with 99 speed just clobber everyone, because speed is just so broken if no one else has 99 speed on the board.
Okay. There's lots of little wrinkles to this game.
There are. And I think one of the things that we're probably going to do is we're going to send Danny sort of like a list of everything we've noticed as he's starting to build out the new iteration.
Right.
And just sort of see where there is. Also, if you have a 99 speed, chin strap the PTSD. So I can explain this one. I forgot to do a prediction for this one. We'll do a prediction for the next game.
Okay.
But so, basically with 99 speed, the DL2 on special teams can tear apart a punt every single time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like block it.
Yeah, 100%.
We haven't had one punt block all year. So how do you do that? Probably not a good thing to share, I guess, but I'm just curious. We haven't blocked. We have all these high-rated guys can't block a punt. Maybe because the punters are really good too. Maybe that's
so it didn't matter on that. Anyway, let's get some force in chat as it's a 2-point game and Kings are driving.
This is a tight one. This is for the championship. You got the Narwhals. Are they going to be feeling the pressure now, Brian, in the fourth quarter?
I think they're definitely feeling it.
You know, you got to get a stop here. Time's ticking down.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's get a prediction. We can do it.
Okay. Do you want me to make my official one?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, there he is. Oh, well,
Frosty.
Maybe I can make it now. You know what? Damn it, I'm sticking with the Narwhals. I think dreams do come true. I think they're going to pull out. I think they're going to finally conquer that demon and win it. I think this is going to be setting up for a great comeback. I'll go Narwhals to win it.
All right. Well, I put up a point prediction as well, so if you want to gamble your points, you can definitely do that.
Okay, let me see here. Let's do like total points.
It's so there are Discord points. You can use those to basically bet.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'll leave the Discord point to those guys. I couldn't even get logged into this.
Not Discord, sorry, Twitch points.
Oh, Twitch points.
I'm losing track of which is which. Ocker throws on the run, finds Sosa. Sosa makes two men miss.
There he goes. They should have him do the old Sammy Sosa, the kiss to the sky and the double tap, right?
Absolutely. And just juice the arm.
Yeah, right.
Ocker back to pass again. This is dangerous.
Oh, just broken up. I heard too, Danny was saying that they're going to improve the defensive back AI because that was a bit of an issue.
And Kaiser Washington, the fullback, is going to get the first down there. Steps out of bounds, kills the clock. Ocker back to pass, dangerous again.
Oof.
You're running back for this game, yeah. And Sosa up the sideline. He steps out of bounds, but it's first and goal. One of the other things, I don't know if you've noticed this as well, but goal line offense doesn't really work as much.
You're so right. You're so right. Unless the only thing is if you get the 6-2 setup. Oh, touchdown. There you go. See? Narwhals. Not done yet.
Rose got a catch, I believe.
See, I might go for 2 here. I would have gone for 2.
So the AI only goes for 2 if they're down by 10. Or if it logically makes sense for them to make it a 2-score game.
Gotcha.
But if they'd be up by 1. So, yeah, I would have gone for 2 as well. Gone for 4.
Look at these hits. Just the violence. Every time. When I'm doing on Twitch, we do the game of the week. We're going to have our Monday one, Elite versus Valhalla. We're going to have John Elway versus Michael Vick.
Oof.
Just seeing those hits are crazy. Oh,
and Muskogee with their second pick of the night.
What a pickup. That was the pre-playoff pickup?
Yeah.
Muskogee? Heck of an ad.
Heck of an ad.
There we go, Narwhals. Here we go.
Quick pass to Washington. Washington with the first.
All right. Geez, you get a score here. Cinderella story. Believe.
Deep bomb. This is dangerous. And it's coming back. Stowe will pick it up. David Stowe.
Ucker. Oh.
What are you doing, man?
Jeez.
Just give it to Cherry and pray as Frosty will get a first.
Boy. Wow. That could be the ball game. The great ones come through in times of clutch situations, and Ucker froze.
So, Corey, to answer your question, watch game 2, and then I'll answer it. If you still think the AI in the run game is doing well, it might. Watch it, though, and let's see. Because right now, the defenses in Dev League are way weaker than defenses in the majors.
I wanted to ask you about the run game, too, because as the years gone on, we've seen some more success, but especially at the start, there's just sometimes like we had 98 Barry Sanders running into a wall and not doing anything.
Yeah.
Is the run game, do you guys find that too, just in general, it's not as effective as maybe you'd like?
Oof. So it used to be way worse. So it really depends on a few things. And Jones Jr. with a huge catch up the sideline.
Wow.
Minute 43, A. Curry's going to burn their first timeout. So there was an era when the run game was absolutely dominant. Season 1 run game, exactly. Season 1 and 2. We had a player by the name of Debus Jimbo who set the single season rushing record that will never be broken, putting up in 12 games over 4,000 yards on the ground.
Jeez, eat your heart out, Eric Dickerson.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And
then it got
and then
normalized
teams
a little bit.
realized, we should actually invest in defenses. It's 4th and 1. A. Curry gets the stop. That could be huge.
Wow.
As Cogswell is going to try and put Memphis in the lead. Kick is up, and it's good.
See, there's that 2-point conversion we talked about.
Absolutely.
That could be the difference right there.
Really could.
So the run game now, so people invest in the defense and then it really slowed it down?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So part of it is just how fast your linebackers and DL are, because you'll see this, and you'll see this in game 2. The two players watched Martinelli when the Lions play the Flamingos.
Okay.
He's going to run for a bit, but you'll notice that he's oftentimes going to try and cut outside, and the DL is just going to break from the OL. Until the offensive-defensive line interactions get changed, the run game is going to be very much dependent on speed. 6'2", thrown outside Boucherati. There's a hold, though. It's coming back.
No.
Logan Clark with a penalty when it shouldn't have happened. And so it's 2nd and 10.
And clock is stopped.
Yes.
Oh,
Ucker
boy.
has time. Throwing dangerous. Bill Cherry. Just remember, they are out of timeouts. They need to get into David Vent's range, which is about the 40. They need to get 20 more yards. Ucker, back to pass. Deep bomb. Jut Sosa.
Got it. He got it.
I'd almost just run the ball with Cherry here, but I feel like they're going to throw.
Yeah, get the one. Oh, are they out of timeout? Oh, they're going to spike. Are they out of timeout?
They're not going to have enough time. That's going to do it.
Oh.
Curry's going to lose. Yeah, the logic for to hurry up, and that just kind of needs a whole.
Oh my! You see? Oh, that's a heart right there. You spike it, you kick the field goal, you win.
Yeah.
Narwhals lose.
Can someone clip that end for me, just so this way I can send it to Danny?
Unbelievable.
The Kings win.
Wow. Well, good job on the Kings. Hey, you know what? The other team gives you a break, you take advantage, and they did it.
Yeah, the spike range needs to increase. That's just
yeah. Well, we saw two situations: the 2-point conversion that wasn't taken, and the non-spike.
Yep.
That really, the Narwhals would have won the title right there.
Yes. It was a great game, nonetheless. Oh, I forgot to ask you, who do you have as your MVP for that game?
Well, I'm got to go with Frosty. He was the go-to it seemed every key play for the Kings. They went to him. He converted. If Narwhals would have pulled it out, I was going to go with Cherry. I was thinking Ucker, but he had that blown interception late, so that took him out of the ranks. So I was thinking Cherry, but Frosty was the steady hand that whole game, so I got to go with Frosty.
All right. And so here we go.
Okay, so championship. So this is the big time, the super casual bowl.
Yep.
All right, let's go. So we're looking. So if I'm thinking prediction here now, if I'm looking at it, we have both teams with 13-1 regular season records. Is that correct?
That is correct. So both these, and the one loss to the Flamingos came against the Wallabies. The one loss to the Lions came against the Flamingos.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I love David the Pizza Man nickname with the Lions.
David Martinelli. Well, that was actually given by Joe, the UX UI guy, and you can see exactly why, as you can see his lovely face there. Pizza and all.
There you go.
All right, our game for this. The weather wheel has told us it is snow and low winds. We always play here. Snow, it's low winds, it's night, and snow.
Okay. It's a little snowy. It's cold. All right.
Yeah, and in lovely Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Could be a neutral site, I guess.
We've got a location for it, but we actually have a weather wheel, which basically it doesn't matter on location; it chooses the weather.
I love it. You know what? We didn't have any weather in our league this year. I think that might be something that I'll look into, because that could be a fun little extra quirk, just a random weatherizer, right?
Yep.
I like that.
Classic Florida snow. All right.
Classic. Hey, it can happen sometimes, right? Never know. Let's see. So do I need to make my prediction for this one?
Yeah. So who's your prediction?
You know what? I'm just feeling the Flamingos. They beat the Lions once before. They're on a roll. But if I'm looking, so they last won the championship 11 seasons ago. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wow.
Season 2, putting up our first ever league's 100-point game for one team.
Interesting. Well, you know what? So they went from missing the playoffs below 500. They're back in championship form. I think they're feeling it. There's no reason to not feel confident in themselves. Lions certainly no pushover either with the Pizza Man and 13-1 record. But I'll say I think it's another close game, and I'll go Flamingos. Nice unis too, sharp.
Oh yeah, no, we take pride in all of our custom work. Oxlong is sacked.
Ooh.
West and east.
That's clever. Not quite the Fred Ucker clever, but you know.
Oh, he's not the one I was talking of.
No, I figured there was a better one.
Oh yes. Oxlong with a huge throw downfield puts Vancouver at the 34. Grayson, the tight end. Oxlong back to pass. Grayson again.
Ooh. Yeah, those are good looking. And you guys do your own custom work, eh?
Yeah.
That's nice.
We also have all the custom unis. You can make your own custom shirt jersey with like your name and number for your player in our store, which is kind of cool.
Really? Very nice. Very nice. I like that. Yeah, if anybody in the chat want to see... Oh!
Spider web with the pick. Huge play from the GM there.
Nice pick there.
And Noble II gets stopped immediately by Andrew Green.
I was just going to say, if you guys want to see the logos we have for the American Football Legends League, it's at uffsports.com/AFLL. We have our merch shop as well from the customized unis and logos and all that fun stuff. Some pretty cool names and logos there. That's what I love about the game too. You can customize it, something that you don't get in, like Madden or anything. You can't have your logo on the field or customize it anywhere near the way you can on Axis.
Oh no, not at all. Like I built this field from today, so yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, it just gives you that much. It makes it more your own, right? You're not playing as the Browns or the Commanders or anything like that. You're playing as your team.
Yep. And Muldoon is going to get the punch. Miracle Robinson had a great rookie season. Gets stopped with a 3 and out.
See the snow starting to pick up a little bit.
Absolutely. Martinelli.
Ooh. Pizza Man delivers there. That's a nice 8-yard chunk.
He's consistently averaged 7 yards a carry this season.
Well, that's Hall of Fame level right there.
Absolutely. There's also the argument, though, he doesn't have to play against the Lions' defense working in his favor.
That is true.
And Henry Moore, the favorite for the comeback player of the year, most improved player, gets a huge catch there, putting them in the red zone. Oxlong throwing again and deflected there. That's one of the things I am looking forward to with the new version is the animations. We actually understand what happened there. Rather than just
Right. Yes. That from those promo videos. Ooh,
Yep.
Broken up. To see that, and that just takes the game to that next level, right? Just makes it that much more, gives it that much more variety, makes it that much more enjoyable to watch.
Absolutely.
Oh, who we got? We got Corey in there, EOD Demo Gods from the American Football Legends, like I see in the chat. Corey, he's jumping on. We posted it, so we got some AFLL representation in there.
Heck yeah.
There you go, Corey.
Zuko Ito is going to put Vancouver on the board 3-0.
And Corey, from this chat, do you guys archive this? Because there's a lot of
we put them on our YouTube,
info.
Yeah.
Because Corey, if you're watching, there's a lot of ideas here we can use for Legends League as far as improvements. This is there's a lot of good stuff you guys are doing.
So I watched James is going to get that one to the 22. JR. So funnily enough, Jamirical Robinson Sr. was the quarterback the last time the Flamingos were in the Super Casual Bowl.
Oh, so you have like legacy,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's fun.
Well, so people, so one of the things we do have is regression, and so we have progression. We also have regression. So as people get older, they start to lose points.
Oh, and then when do you decide they're done? They just get to
basically when they hit a certain number of points. So if you're at 50 points at the start of the season, you're auto-retired. And then anything more than that, you're still in. So you can basically keep going for as long as you want. The problem is you lose a lot after a bit. Noble gets stopped immediately on 3rd down. And so Fort Lauderdale is going to punt again. And sitting over here, my emotions are fluctuating at speed. Not seen since the Nats World Series. That's fair, Phil. That's fair. SCFSL regression is brutal. It is. We designed it that way. Oxlong nearly sacked, instead finds wide open Craig Shiloh.
Hey, the sports world is harsh, right?
It is.
Once you're done, you're done. And then you got the legacy plan. You got Junior in there.
Absolutely. And Oxlong just decides he doesn't like what he's seeing and throws it away. It's 2nd and 10. Oxlong back to pass. Quick one to Blaze Boss. And he's going to get them a fresh set of downs.
Nice crisp right over the middle. That's nice.
Absolutely. Oxlong quick pass out to Grayson. And Martinelli is averaging just under 2 yards a carry.
Well, if you go from 7 to 2, that defense has put in their homework. I love that.
Absolutely. And it's 4th and 4, so once again, Zuko Ito's coming out to kick.
Do you guys have fatigue on to a certain level?
We do have fatigue on. It's just,
okay.
I think it's just on. So people do invest in endurance.
Okay.
The only thing that we don't have them invest in is injuries and fitness,
right?
Because no point.
No, and you're right. Yeah, someone develops their guy, blows out a knee. Week 1, it's like, oh,
what am I doing here?
I guess that's it,
right? Green Army is challenging Kobe from the Froby, who bet against the Lions apparently.
Oh,
he's Henry Moore. And
okay.
2-minute warning. And Flamingos are down by 6 points. Robinson Jr. back to pass, fumbles, recovered by Hornet Hives.
Blown up. That was a nasty sack.
Absolutely.
And look at that field position.
It's phenomenal. Grayson gets a short gain there, making it 2nd and 8.
Let's see. Listen, Lions go up here in the half, get a major, put Flamingos on their heels.
I mean, they really just need a field goal, and they've made it a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Henry Moore steps out of bounds, so it's going to be 4th and 2.
And there's something to be said to see an opponent a second time, right? Lions who beat the first time that have extra vengeance on their mind, right? A bit of revenge, championship game.
Absolutely. If the Lions do this, they will also be if the Lions win, they will be the first team in league history to ever three-peat.
This would be the three-peat. Wow, okay.
Eyeballs James is going to get to 25, 24. Close enough.
Close, yeah.
That's how I do this.
You got to eyeball it, right?
From this angle, absolutely.
Well, I like you guys do the same view that, as the ball's thrown away, that we have as well. The side view, you can't do commentary when it's on. It's impossible.
What's going on.
No, it's very. I don't know. You get disoriented.
No, I feel a lot more sympathy for the Silver Eagles right now. That's fair. And CJ, I'm going to challenge that. That is not the first SCFSL dynasty. The Wallabies dynasty absolutely was the first.
What did that dynasty look like?
To put it into perspective, since their inception, they have missed the playoffs once. They started in season 4, mind you, so it's not like it's been a short run. They were the first team to ever go undefeated. I think to this day, still hold the record for the fewest points allowed in a single season. I think they lost a collective of 5 games over that stretch.
Wow. And that was just great building.
Yeah, granted, the Lions are doing a similar thing. Started by having the best player in the best league as an expansion. Yep, that's not necessarily false. You'll see his name actually mentioned. So in the back corner, the Flamingos retired it. You can see it behind the end zone the Lions are driving to. It says
you can put retired jerseys?
So we've actually no, but we do it manually. And so the Flamingos haven't retired anyone. But you can see his name in their Ring of Honor, Divas Jimbo, right there. It's Craig Shiloh gets the touchdown.
Oh, so right in the when you go up where it says above the Windows 11, where it says Access Games, the name is somewhere in there.
No, so it's not the stadium; it's on the field. So it's
on the field. Oh, I see, right in the end zone. I saw it. Yep. Got it. That's interesting.
So he was a Flamingos Ring of Honor. He's also a Wallabies Ring of Honor. No, the only number that we've retired is number 4. That's across the league. We had a member of our community pass away, so we decided to retire their number.
Very nice. So 16-0 Flamingos with 30 seconds left in the first half.
We need to make some magic happen.
We can strike quick. That's not going to happen with passes like that.
And that's the other thing, is we need to see the logic in the play calling in 13 really change, because I'd be throwing desperation balls here.
Exactly. And that's from our league, too, what we hear. Oh, there's a nice completion. So that's what we hear as well, where it's like, you need 10, and the guy's throwing a quick hitch, right? And you're getting 1 yard.
Yep. So 16-0. Flamingos will be starting with the ball. And the timeout logic is better. It still needs a lot of work, though.
Right. Well, we saw that in the development challenge, too, right? It didn't spike the ball. Didn't go for 2,
Yeah. No, we need to see. I think one of the things I love the pass catching animations. One of the things I really need to see for 23 is just sort of a bit more reasonable logic to the AI.
Right. I agree. Yeah. And from what Danny was saying, that is a big focus of theirs. So that is great news. So it would just be, depend. Like you said, until you see it, you can't really know what to expect.
Absolutely.
Actually, we're going to be debuting the, that day, I shouldn't say debuting, but we'll be showcasing at the Fantasy Football Expo in Canton, Ohio in August for UFFsports.com, where they have a big Trophy Smack's going to be there and all the fantasy people. So we're setting up a booth. We're going to have a screen and have people be able to play demos of the new 23 game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that should be pretty cool. So, hey, any of you guys, you're going to be in Canton Fantasy Football Expo, let us know. Hit me up on Twitter at AndyMC81 or Instagram AndyMC Sports. Let me know if you're going to be around.
So quick 3 and out. I don't think the Flamingos have gotten a single first down this game.
Not one in the wow. They've been just completely shut down. And listen, there's 3:13 left in the third. You need to stop here and to score.
Phil corrected me. They have. It just hasn't been many.
It wasn't a notable one.
Or at least haven't been able to build a sustained drive.
Right.
At least one on a 12-yard pass. One. Okay. As Oxlong hit while throwing. And so that one's going to be incomplete. It's 3rd and 10. Minga's defense starting to look alive, though.
Yeah, starting to get some more pressure.
Quick pass to Moore. Moore's got nowhere to go, and so it's 4th and 7. Vasquez is going to get to the 21.
You know what I'd like to see as well, and again, we have the punters kick power high because they're Hall of Famers or not, all-time greats types. It's just smarter punt placement. Like instead of just booting it out, try to pin, sometimes it does, but not all the time. Like just try to pin it a little more, kick it out of bounds. You know what I mean?
I think that's linked to the awareness stat, but don't quote me on that.
Okay. Because the thing is too, they would be in the 90s for awareness. It's just maybe it's that leg power combo. You got to tweak and find that sweet spot. I don't know.
And Thomas Noble gets the first down.
There's another first down. There we go. Now we got 2.
There we go. People are asking for the link. What is the link to your league?
Yeah. UFFsports.com/AFLL. That takes you right to the American Football Legends League. So UFF, UFFsports.com/AFLL, and you'll be able to see our teams, roster, stats, schedule. We got a game Saturday at 1 p.m. So tomorrow 1 p.m. 3 games Sunday, and then a game of the week, which I do the live play-by-play for Monday at 7 p.m. on Twitch. Nice. Which you can find that Ultimate Fantasy Sport. So I'm gonna have to have you on as a guest sometime, Brian. Give us
absolutely.
We're in week 14 of our regular season, 16-week season, then 3 weeks of playoffs. So we're coming to crunch time.
There you go. Odion Muldoon. Looks like we're going to be heading into the 4th quarter with Fort Lauderdale having done basically a lot on defense and not much on offense. The thing to keep in mind is, in terms of youth, Fort Lauderdale has the advantage. As we said, Jamirical Robinson Jr. is a rookie.
Right.
It's only going to improve. As Oxlong back to pass, quick one to Grayson.
How long has Oxlong been around for?
Ooh, he's getting up there.
The vet, yeah?
He is. He is actually... I think if he has another season like this season, he will break a few records that have been... I think he's the longest tenured quarterback in the league, though.
Okay. He's the general.
Yeah. He's been around when the Lions had 2 wins on their entire season.
So that's going way back.
Yeah. Ox is season 6, so yeah, 7 seasons old.
After 3, can you believe? Like, Brian, would you have predicted that 16-0 after 3? I wouldn't.
No. But let's get some 4s in chat, because it is a super casual bowl. It's Noble.
Ooh.
8 seasons. I can't count.
These guys keep you on your toes. I like it.
They keep me honest. It's very important. As Noble gets tackled for a loss by Fate Sabor. Robinson Jr. back to pass. Has a man deep. Finally throwing it. And Ramiro the third.
Got it. Okay. Listen, you get what? Okay, so what do we need? Flamingos 2 touchdowns in a field. Ooh, that's still quite daunting, but who knows?
I mean, or 2 touchdowns and 2-point conversions, but it's not going to do it.
Yeah, well, unless it just happens. Like in the other,
we have
in the first
not
game.
seen that happen in a long, long time. It doesn't matter though. Fate Sabor is going to get the pick.
Oh my!
I think that might ice it.
That might
be the dagger, as the Lions have been known to say.
But now, if you're the Flamingos, you want some pride here. You don't want to be shut out in the title game.
Absolutely, you want to put something on the board,
right? Wow. Well, my prediction is not looking Not looking good at all.
It's okay. Phil Pryor, who you see commenting, he's usually my partner in crime in the booth. He had a famous quote in our first ever Super Casual Bowl of, "Our defense is good enough. We can contain Manto-Rune as Manto-Rune is taking it to the house." So people get everything wrong in predictions.
That's so good. Can contain as he's taking it to the house, and yeah.
And Martinelli with a huge catch after.
Pizza Man delivers. Let's go.
That's the other thing I want to see is I want to see the stats get a little more robust.
Right.
Oh yeah, there have been some other great moments. We've had someone, the Frost Giants GM, say, "Is this an upset?" as they're about to beat the Aliens with 12 seconds left. Aliens on offense and a deep bomb to ice the game. That upset did not happen.
Oh. Oh, Flamingo's called timeout. Okay.
They want the ball back.
Boy.
Pizza Man is getting nowhere. So to answer your question of how do we fix the run game, it's better than it used to be. It used to be that a run game was a guaranteed tackle for a loss.
Right.
We've got it down so sometimes we'll get it, and it's good.
Okay.
That's likely the Daggers. It's 19-0.
That is... I'm not quite sure how you'd come back from this. Have to be a Hail Mary onside kick recovery with the 2-point conversion. Do it again.
You have to do it. Yeah, you have to basically do it 2 touchdowns regular and 1 onside with the 2-point.
Well, why the heck not? There's a $1.46 left. Let's see.
Starting to think the Flamingos might not win.
It's a bold statement.
As Thomas Noble gets it, flies out of bounds, but technically is called in.
At least get some points, Flamingos. Get on the board. End in some sort of respectful manner.
Well, now they're just going to go for it on 4th. So wide open, though, is Runman. Runman's going to get some points on the board.
There you go. That was a dirty ankle break there. You see that shimmy?
And now we're going to see them go for 2. They're playing it early. I like it.
All right.
Robinson gives it to Noble. Noble shimmies in. I think
Did he get it?
He didn't get it.
Oh, I thought he got that. Oof.
I absolutely thought he got it.
I thought he broke the plane there.
And Pablo's going to... And Eddie Money recovers it.
Okay. See? Hold on now. Oh, Corey said that juke. We never see that. I've seen that a few times, Corey. I've seen that juke. Barry Sanders and Eric Metcalf have done some nasty jukes like that in our Legends League. There's the odd one, but you're right. It's not common.
Robinson Jr. just throws that one away.
Ooh.
Jumping of the routes. Killed him. So, minute 10 to go. No timeouts.
Have to go deep. Okay, open.
Go short to Thomas Noble, and Noble's in.
Okay.
Fort Lauderdale has all of a sudden started to look alive.
Now you need the 2.
No, you don't.
Well, no, you don't, I guess. No, you could go for the tie. Yeah, no, you don't need it. Okay.
2 would have made it easier, but you need the onside, realistically. It doesn't make any difference after that.
No, because they're out of timeouts, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Flamingo? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so if you get this, we got a game.
And Arcifi Romero recovers!
Okay, this is exciting. This is exciting. All right.
Robinson Jr. back to pass. Dangerous throw. And that one's going to fall harmlessly to the ground.
Under a minute to go.
This might be one of the most exciting Super Casual Bowl 4th quarters we've ever seen.
Jeez. I'm glad to be a part of it.
I know.
Clock stops, no timeouts.
Thank you
Need a
very
touchdown.
much for the follow. Robinson Jr. deep bomb. This is dangerous, and Odion Muldoon will seal it.
Oh, intercepted. You know what? You go for it, though, right?
That was, you know what? You can't hate it. You got 2 onside kicks.
No.
It hurts.
That's all you can
It
do.
stings. But, man, what a game.
That's all you can do.
As Vancouver's going to kneel it.
What a finish. The truth. Nice avatar.
Yeah. I mean, we did a donation drive, so we try to give back to community. So if you donate $5, you can get a custom fish, and that's what they picked.
There you go. I'm not gonna hate on that.
Huh. So, all right, who is your MVP of this game?
Man, This is really tough. I'm thinking I might go Pizza Man. I think I'm going to go Pizza Man.
All right.
I'm going to go Martinelli. You know what though? That you could have gone in a whole bunch of different directions there. You could have gone a whole bunch of different ways. That was the defense. You know, usually offense gets the. You know, I think you could have made a case on defense to maybe get it with how they shut down the Flamingos for 3 3/4 and 3 other quarters of it until the last 2 minutes. That was wild.
That was absolutely insane.
That was a great finish. You know, I wish there was no interception. At least you have the one go to at the end. I'll give it. Well, we had our undefeated team called Fury who loaded. They have Peyton Manning.
Yep.
They got Marshall Falk. They were undefeated. And actually, Corey was in the chat. His team, the Demo Gods. They have Warren Moon at quarterback, and then they have Deion Sanders on defense, and they're just loaded on D. They gave them their first defeat last week, and it came down to fourth quarter, last throw by Peyton Manning, incomplete, clock hits 0, and the perfect season ends. It was terrific. Some of that drama in this league is great.
All right, so you're giving it to...
I'll give it to Pizza Man.
All right, 51 yards in the air. He didn't really do much on the ground, though.
You know what? Maybe it just seemed like there was a couple of big chunk games that I thought came at clutch times when that game was still in question.
That's fair. But, I mean, it's... I don't know. I'm not trying to challenge you and say you're wrong, but I'm wary about giving it to a running back who averaged 1.3 yards per carry.
That you know what? On the rushing side, that is completely fair. You know what? If there's some other stats we can...
Yeah, we can look at them all.
That we can see. What about on defense? There was who was it? Sabor? Because I was leaning towards him.
2 TFLs, 1 interception, 3 tackles.
Any sacks? No sacks. Okay. Was there the only 1 interception? I thought there. Yeah, I guess there was.
Keep in mind that the only sack that happened was a forced fumble, which was done by Johnson Lovehammer.
That's phenomenal. That's look at the face and the handle.
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful.
Wow. Name MVP for this game is Johnson Lovehammer. Spectacular all around. Okay, so let's not. You know what? I agree with you. Like, I like the impact that the Pizza Man made. I think at key times through the air, but tough to give it on that 1.3 yards per carry.
He only
right?
had 1 catch. It was 1 catch for 51 yards.
And he had the one, so maybe that's just the one that really stands out. So let's look at the receivers. Let's look at some of those stats if you don't mind. I want to make sure we're giving it to the right guys. Let's see here. So what do we got? Total yards. We've got 84. Got a touchdown. Okay. Oh, jeez. See, that's tough. It's almost like, you know, it is that complete team effort. Did the quarterback have any turnovers?
1 turnover.
He had a turnover. God.
He had it early, though.
Yeah, you know what? Let's give it to Oxlong. I don't like doing it because it's not overwhelming numbers, but I think that offense was such a complete effort. That really spreading the ball around. It kept the Flamingos defense while they started pressuring late. It kept them really backpedaling, having to guess, and that's what a good quarterback does. He's got to distribute the ball. So is he 4 feet tall, does it say?
Yeah, 4 feet tall, 500 pounds, because weight and height have no impact in the game.
Okay, he gets it.
All right. Okay.
I want a 4 foot, 500-pound quarterback.
People are clamoring for Odion Muldoon on defense.
What Muldoon? Okay, let's see. Okay, so what did he have? 3 tackles, had a pick. Now, it was a clutch pick. He got it at the end, didn't he?
He got the ending pick.
He got the ending pick. But I'd rather give it to Sabor because, look, he had the 2 tackles for loss as well. Defensive player of the game, I'm going to say Sabor.
All right.
I'm going to stick with Oxlong as the MVP. Quarterback distributing the ball. Nobody clear. It's one of those, like, Super Bowl MVPs where you're like,
yeah.
You know. Okay, they get the car, but it was a team win. I think that's where we're at there. Big, huge win for the Lions to keep that dynasty going. That was impressive.
Absolutely.
That was impressive.
Right.
Corey says that's the MVP with the ending pick, so he wants Muldoon from our demo gods. Corey wants Muldoon. It was clutch.
Clutch.
Great debates. Great debates.
That's what makes a good game, is like you don't have a clear-cut answer.
That's it. Ball distribution, defense playing as a whole, Sabor, Muldoon, which way are you going, right? Oh, we got an Odion chant. Oh, boy.
think the crowd may have you beat.
Jeez. Listen, I'll bow to the more Odeon chants. Oh man. Well, all right. You know what? If the crowd wants, I'll do the old Caesar thing with the thumb in the middle. The crowd's cheering. You got to give the people what they want, right?
That's fair. Odeon Muldoon.
Odeon Muldoon
is your MVP for the Super Casual Bowl.
But Johnson Lovehammer, MVP name.
MVP name.
And I don't care what the crowd says about that. That's the MVP name of this matchup.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
I don't know. There are some good names on both sides.
The Fred Ucker one stands out still in the developmental title game.
It's a great name.
That's a topper.
MVP name. I'll take it. All right.
He'll take it. There you go.
The question is, has legal tampering begun? Legal tampering has begun. The season is now officially over. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me, Andy. It was an absolute pleasure.
Oh, Brian, great stuff. Look, I think as much as I enjoyed the games, I enjoyed the brainstorm session with you as well for the Axis gameplay. And you know what? I'd love to have you on, like I said, on one of our American Football Legends League's Game of the Week on Twitch. Let's stay in touch to do that while you guys go through your off season, and we'll get it done.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Well, thank you. And listen, everybody watching, thank you so much. Pleasure. I loved watching your league here. Check us out, ufsports.com/AFLL. You can find me on Twitter at AndyMC81.